In the previous tutorials, we have learned some of the basic commands and we have solved some exercises. The link to previous tutorials playlist is given in the description. Now, in this tutorial, we will learn layer concept. In draw commands, we will learn ellipse and polygon, and in modify commands, we will learn fillet and chamfer. Let's start with layers. Now, in this drawing, you can see that different line types has been used and different colors has been used. To create drawing like this, you will have to create different layers like this. So in this tutorial, we will learn how to create these layers. We will start new drawing using ISO template or CAD ISO. To create new layers, here is the layer command, layer properties. The command name is layer and keyboard shortcut is LA, enter. Click on layer properties. By default, AutoCAD works on 0 layer. To create new layer, you will have to click here, click on new layer. Then you will have to give proper name to the layer. You can use logic of line types, like you can give layer name as outline, center line, hidden line, or you can give name as per your thickness you are going to use, like thickness 0.5, thickness 0.3, like that. If you are creating some civil plan, you can give the name like wall, window, doors, and like that. So the name you specify here should be meaningful one. Suppose I will name it as continuous. Then from here you can specify the color for that layer. Click on it. From here you can choose your desired color. Then there are two more options for color selection. First is this true color. So by clicking here you can choose your desired color, and using this scroll you can make it faint or dark. And some ready-made color books has also been given here. By clicking on this you can choose your desired color shade. I will choose the color using this index color. Suppose for outline I want to give this color. Click on OK. Then right now for this continuous layer, I want to keep this continuous line type as it is. Therefore I will not change it. And from here you can specify your line width. Click on it. Suppose I want to give line width of 0.35. Okay. Then again click on new layer. I want one layer for hidden lines. So I will give name as hidden. Then choose the color. Suppose I want this color. Okay. Then here I want hidden line type. So click on this continuous. Right now hidden line type is not available here. You will have to click here on the load. Then scroll it down and here is the hidden line type. So there are three types of hidden lines. One with larger size, that is 2x. One is medium size and one is smaller size. Suppose I want to use this medium size hidden line type and click on OK. Then again select here hidden and click on OK. Now our hidden layer have hidden line type and I don't want any thickness, so click here and click on default. OK. Then I want to create one more line type, that is center. For that again click on new layer, then give the name as center, then choose the color. OK. Then here line type required is center. Click on hidden, click on load, then scroll it down and here is the center. OK. Again select center and OK. Now 0 is the AutoCAD default layer and we have created 3 more layers. If you make any mistake during typing name of the layer, you can change it. Just select that name and again after some gap again click there. So it will go in the editing mode and from here you can make any changes you want. And once you have edited the name, click outside. So that name will be changed. And if you don't want any layer, you can delete it also. Just select the layer and click on delete layer. But the layer you want to delete should be empty. That means no object should be created using that particular layer. If you have created any object on that layer, then you will have to change the layer of those objects and you will have to make that particular layer empty. Then only you can delete it. Then from here you can set a particular layer current before closing this dialog box. Suppose I want to work on center layer. So just click here. So this layer has been set as a current layer. Here also you can view that center layer is now current. Then you can close this dialog box. Click on close. Now my center layer is current. If you forgot to change your current layer, you can always change the current layer from here and choose your desired layer as a current layer. Suppose I will choose this center. Then I will create one object on it. I will create one line. Click on line. Give the first point. Make ortho on for straight line. Give the second point. Press enter. Then I will create one more horizontal line. Press enter. I will track the midpoint. Enter. Now we have created this line on center layer, but center line is not properly visible. If we zoom it, we can view that center line is created. But when we zoom it, it is not shown. To make this gap larger, you will have to give LTS command, line type scale. Type LTS, press enter, then increase the scale. If you want to increase the gap, you will have to increase the scale. And if you want to reduce the size or gap, then you will have to reduce the scale. Suppose I will make the scale of 5, enter. Now the center line is properly visible. Then suppose I want to create one more circle in center, click on circle, give the center point, give the second point. Then I want to create circles on hidden layer. For that, click here and make hidden layer current. Then create your object. I want to create circle. Then I want to array it. I will polar array it. Enter. Give the center point. And OK. So in this way, object is created on hidden layer. Same way, I want to create object on outline layer or continuous layer. So click here and make this continuous layer current. Then create one object on it. Enter. I will create one more object. So in this way you can create different object on different layers. And we have given the thickness. If you want to view that thickness, you will have to click on the line weight button. So by default line weight button is not displayed. To make it visible, you will have to click on these three lines customization and click here on the line weight. So it will show the line weight button. Then click on it. Once you make it on, then line weight will be shown on the screen. And if you make it off, it will be cancelled. So it will show the object in regular thickness. So in this way you can view the line weight. And after creation, if you want to change the layer, then for that you will have to select those objects for which you want to use different layer. So I will select these two circles, and from here you can choose the your desired layer. Suppose I want the layer to be center and press escape. So in this way, after creation also you can change the layer. You can also use match properties for changing the layers or matching the layer. Suppose I want this circle in hidden line type. So for that, take your cursor to properties and click on match properties. Then select source object. So I want to make layer like this circle that is hidden. Click on that circle. Then select destination object. So I want to apply hidden layer to this object and press escape. So in this way also you can change the layer. Suppose again I will make these two circles continuous. Select the circle, click here and click on continuous and press escape. Then there are some more facilities in layer. Click here. Now here you can watch that there are three symbols. First is turn a layer on and off, freeze or thaw, and lock or unlock. Suppose I don't want to see the center lines, then you can make that layer off. Click on this bulb sign, so it will turn that particular layer off. Now here center lines are not visible. To make them visible again, click here and click on the bulb sign, so it will make it visible. Same way you can make any layer freeze or thaw. If you click on it, it will be again made invisible. But the benefit of freeze or thaw is that those objects will not be considered in regeneration. If you have very large drawing, then in place of turning it off, you should always use this freeze so that those will not be used in regeneration and your drawing will work faster. And by again clicking on it, you can make it thaw or visible. Same way you can lock some layer. Suppose if I lock this hidden layer here, then on lock layer no modify commands work. Suppose if I say erase and select all the object and press enter, so all the objects are erased, but the object those were on the lock layer are not erased. By locking a layer, you can prevent accidental modification. If you want to take some drawing for reference, you can lock that and work on that particular drawing. So to bring it back, I will just undo it, undo, and from here I will make this hidden layer unlock. So in this way you can use layer commands. Then next we will see ellipse command. Here is the ellipse command. Keyboard shortcut for ellipse is EL, enter. Click on ellipse. Then you will have to specify center of ellipse. Suppose I want to create ellipse here. Click there. Then take your cursor away. If you want to specify the axis of ellipse as straight, then you will have to make ortho mode on. And if you want to create inclined ellipse, then you will have to make it off. Suppose I want to make it straight, so I will keep it as it is. Then give the direction which radius you want to specify. Suppose I want to specify horizontal radius, take your cursor away and give the radius. Suppose radius is 700, enter. Then he is asking for specify distance to other axis. Here you will have to specify other radius. Suppose I want other radius to be 900, enter. So here vertical ellipse is created. Again click on ellipse, give the center point. Suppose I want to create inclined ellipse, then I will make this ortho off. Then I will take my cursor away. Then I will specify the length of the axis. Suppose axis is 600. Then to specify the angle, you will have to press tab on keyboard. Press tab, then specify the angle for the ellipse. Suppose I want it to be 45 degree. Then press enter. Then specify the radius of other axis. Suppose I want radius to be 1000. Enter. Same way you can create horizontal ellipse. Ellipse, give the center point, make ortho on, take your cursor away, give the radius of 1200, enter, and give the vertical radius 600. Remember that these parameters is the radius, that means from center to one quadrant will be 1200. That means total length or major axis will be 2400 and minor axis will be double of 600, that is 1200. So in this way you can use ellipse command. Then next is polygon. For polygon, click on this arrow near the rectangle command and here is the polygon command. Keyboard shortcut for polygon is POL, first three characters. Click on it. Then you will have to specify number of sides. Suppose I want to create a polygon of 6 sides, type 6, enter. Then specify center of polygon. Suppose I want to create polygon here, so I will click there. Then you will have to choose whether you want inscribe or circumscribe polygon. So how to decide what is our requirement or when to use which, that we will see. I will just press escape. And here is the polygon. So polygon dimensions can be specified in three ways. You can specify distance between two parallel surfaces, that is face to face, or you can define distance between two opposite corners, that is corner to corner, or you can directly specify the length of any one edge. In these three ways, a dimension can be given for polygon. So any one dimension will work. If the dimension given is face to face, then you will have to use circumscribed method. And if the dimension given is corner to corner, then you will have to use inscribe method. And for the edge length, edge method needs to be used. So in this way you can decide which method to be used based on the dimensions. I will create one polygon. Click on polygon. When you use some command, it comes on the top automatically. If we click on this arrow, we can see that polygon is the second command and rectangle is first command. But we have clicked there previously, therefore it came on the top automatically. So click on polygon. Then specify number of sides. Suppose I will give you 6 here. Press enter. Then specify center of polygon. Then suppose I want to create polygon by inscribe in circle method. Click on it. Then take your cursor away. Make this ortho off so that it will show the message near the cursor. If message is not shown near the cursor, then you will have to see in this command line. Then specify the radius of the circle. If you observe it closely, the radius is specified from the center of the polygon to the one of the corner of the polygon. Then give the radius. Suppose radius is 800. Enter. So here this 800 distance is given from center of the polygon to the one of the corner of the polygon. That means this total length will be double, that is 1600. Again click on polygon. Then specify number of sides. Again I will give 6. Enter. Then give the center point. Then next is circumscribed about circle. Click on it. Here you can observe that radius is specified from the center of the polygon up to the midpoint of your edge. Then specify the distance. I will give here 600. Enter. So this 600 will be from the center of the polygon to the midpoint of any of the edge. That means total distance between two parallel lines will be double, that is 1200. Then again polygon, we will type it POL, enter. Then number of sides, I want to create polygon of 5 sides, enter. Then if you want to create polygon using edge method, then don't specify the center point. If you specify the center point, then it will go for inscribed and circumscribed. In place of specifying the center point, you will have to click on this edge option here. Click on edge. Then specify first endpoint of edge. I will specify here. Click there. Then take your cursor away. To create a straight line, make ortho mode on. Then take it away. Then specify the length of the edge. Suppose I will give here 900. Enter. So this length of one edge will be 900, or length of every edge will be 900. Then you can use polygon command for the creation of square and triangle also. Suppose I want to create a square, then I will click on the polygon, then give the number of sides as 4, enter, then click on edge, then specify the first endpoint, take your cursor away and give the length of the edge. I will give 800, enter. So here a square of 800 length is created. Same way you can also create triangle. Click on polygon, then specify number of sides as 3, enter. Then again click on edge, give the first point, take your cursor away, give the length of the triangle. I will give 700. So here triangle of 700 edge length is created. So in this way you can use polygon. Then next is fillet. Here is the fillet command. Fillet is used to create arc between two lines or two objects. You can create arc between two circles also. So click on fillet, then select first object. Suppose I want to create arc between these two lines. So I will select this line as a first line or first object. Then you will have to specify radius. To specify radius, click on radius here. Then give the radius. Suppose I want radius of 200. Enter. Then select second object. So in this way it will create arc between two lines. Again click on fillet, and keyboard shortcut for fillet is F enter. Click on fillet. Then there is one option called polyline. So using polyline option you can create fillet at all the corners of the polyline. As we have created this square, or we have created this triangle using polygon command. So whatever object is created by polygon command is in polyline. So we will use this polyline option on this triangle. Click on polyline, then select this polyline. We have set the radius of 200. So because of that 200 distance, actually it is creating a circle. So what we will do, we will reduce the radius. Click on radius and we will make it 50. Enter. Then take your cursor to this polyline. So here you can see that it has created fillet at all the corners. So if you have polyline object, you don't have to use polyline multiple times. You just choose the polyline option and click on the object. So it will create a fillet for all the corners. Again fillet. Then using undo you can cancel any fillet you have created. Then radius, you can also set radius before selecting first object. Then there is this trim option. Now here you can observe that the extra lines has been removed. So those are removed because trim option is on. If you want to keep those lines, then click on trim, click outside and click on no trim. So it will not trim the lines. So I will select this line and this line. So here you can observe that the lines has been kept as it is and fillet is also created. Again give F, enter. I will cancel this trim option. I will select this trim, so it will trim the lines. Then there is one more option is multiple. If you want to fillet with the same radius for multiple objects, then you don't have to give fillet again and again. You can choose this multiple option. Click on multiple and we will change the radius also. Suppose I will set the radius of 200. Enter. Then you can select the object. Click on first object, second object. Suppose here also I want to create some fillet. So it will not stop until you press the enter, and you can create fillet with same radius as many time as you want. And to stop the fillet you will have to press enter. So in this way you can use multiple option. Then fillet is also useful to create the corners or extend the line automatically. Suppose if I have some object, now I have this object. Suppose I want to trim these two lines and create a corner here. So for that you can use fillet. Click on fillet, then select first object. Then if you take your cursor to the second object, it will create the fillet. But I don't want to create fillet, but I just want to create a corner. So what you will have to do, for creation of corner, just press shift and click. So it will create the corner and it will not create the fillet. Now here two lines has been trimmed. Same way it will extend also. Suppose again I will give fillet and I will choose this multiple option so that I don't have to give fillet again and again. Fillet, then select this line, press shift and click. So in this case this line has been extended also and trim also, and the corner has been created. So in this way by pressing the shift you can create corners. So in this way you can use fillet command. And in the set of fillet there is one more command. Click on this arrow, which is chamfer. And keyboard shortcut for chamfer is CHA enter, that is first three characters. Click on chamfer. Then most of the options are same as we have seen in fillet. So undo or polyline, trim and multiple. Those are the same as we have seen in fillet command. Then for a chamfer, select first line. Then here you can specify angle or distance. Suppose I want to specify distance. Click on distance. Then specify first chamfer distance. That means chamfer distance on this first selected line. Suppose I want it to be 200. Enter. Then specify chamfer distance on second object. So you can keep the same and you can directly place here enter, or you can give different also. Suppose I want to keep it same, I will press enter, then select the second object. So here chamfer is created. Again I will give chamfer CHA enter, and if you don't want to trim the lines, then you can set that option by clicking on this trim here. And you can also specify the angle. Click on angle here. Then at first you will have to define the chamfer length on the first line. Suppose it is 300. Enter. Then you will have to specify angle from that distance. Suppose I want angle of 30°. Enter. Then select first line. So that 300 distance will be on this first line. And from here it will create angle of 30° with this second object. And polyline option is same. Just we will try it. Suppose here chamfer. Click on polyline. And now that angle is creating problem, we will choose this distance option and set the distance of 100. Enter. Then other chamfer distance is 100 and select this object. So here chamfer is created. So in this way you can use chamfer command. So that's all. In the next lecture we will solve some exercises based on what we learn in this tutorial, and after that we will create second lecture for floor plan and second lecture for interior design. So thanks for watching. We will stop here.